Hello Capricorn, Capricorn Rising and Capricorn Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscopes for the week of August 7th, 2017. And a quick reminder for all you Capricorn people out there, remember these horoscopes are meant to talk about the flavor of the week, what begins and ends during this week, or whatever week it is. I know August is chocked full of big, long-standing seasonal shifts, eclipses, retrogrades, all kinds of things. And, I do cover that in the monthly August horoscopes, and that those are on a playlist of their very own, but I don't want to copy and paste those, interpretations into the weeklies either. So we're going to be talking about other things, and so, make sure, again, I'm just trying to make sure we get more information than just, the what's already there. So if you want to know about that, again, you can check that out. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com. So, what is going on with your astrology this week? Well, Capricorn, it looks like a lot of the special energy of this week, that again begins and ends this week, it's going to be going on Thursday and Friday. We've got Mercury in Virgo in your 9th house of higher education, travel, broadcasting, government and legal proceedings, as well as your spiritual life, and again, academia, forming a gorgeous connection to Venus, currently in your partnership sector. And it does look to me like there could be an opportunity to connect, maybe romantically, or maybe even professionally with somebody that you have an immense respect for, or you've already had an immense, I guess you could say, affinity for, either at a distance, again, talking about those 9th house areas. Is this somebody who lives far away? Is this a part of the same spiritual practice, the same spiritual path as you? Are they in the same career? Are they in the same, academic focus? But we have an interesting partnership coming up here. I'm not going to jump and say this could be a romantic partnership. This could just as easily be a business partnership or a really strong creative alliance that is being formed for you, but we shall see. We also have the Sun in Leo in your 8th house of shared resources and passive income, forming a gorgeous sextile to Jupiter in your 10th house of career. And this is going to be some kind of extra, I guess you could say, boost coming to your work life. There may actually be some kind of big extra gift coming your way through your work, whether it's some kind of I would almost wonder if this was actually somebody giving you a bigger commission, or a bigger order, or a bigger incentive than you're expecting. This could be a one-time thing. This may not necessarily even be through the office. This could actually be some kind of financial or resource boon that you're getting that just simply does benefit your work life down the road. This could be venture capital if you're trying to get a small business loan. The list goes on. Either way, it's something big, it's something extra, and it's a bit of a power-up for you, so I want you to make the most of it. So what is going on with your cards this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we have the card of the Fox. And when we think about the Fox, in this deck, the Fox talks about, a need to understand that there are ways to get what we want, without having to have the conflict, to tear open old wounds. The Fox is stealthy. The Fox can be a fighter, can be a hunter, but the Fox is most known for stealth and for cleverness. And it's about finding ways outside the conventional, and outside the, perhaps, let's just say, mundane or too easy, to solve our issues, whether they're personal issues, whether they're family issues, health issues. The Fox is talking about new approaches, but also at the same time subtler approaches being necessary. And this may also show up as, a need to pay attention to the fact that, when we look at the Fox isn't necessarily afraid of controversy. If you have gone, spent a good chunk of, maybe this year in, a bit of a bubble. Sometimes we do that. We cloister ourselves, we're recharging our batteries, we're working on, whatever priorities, or, sometimes we're just afraid to have too much going on at once. The Fox is talking about incorporating things slowly, and expanding that bubble by bringing more into that bubble for yourself as well. Because again, the Fox is trying to make it worthwhile for you. And also, again, we're avoiding conflict by doing it piecemeal as opposed to doing everything in, in extremes. All of this, none of this, unless it's all of this, none of this. Let's incorporate a little bit. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we've got the Judgment card reversed. There may be something going on where an important date, an important meeting, or possibly even an interview is rescheduled this week. The Judgment card reversed says something that we are expecting is not happening this week. Now, it doesn't mean all is lost. It doesn't mean anything like that at all. The Judgment card reversed, however, is saying that that which was meant to happen, or that which was meant to come about this way, cannot be achieved this week. And so we may be getting a call about an interview, again, getting rescheduled. We may find out about a delay in some kind of handout or some kind of, whatever's being dispensed. Checks in the mail kind of situation. But the Judgment card reverse does look to me like there is something we're going to have to be able to pivot with. The Judgment card reverse can also show up, however, as a delay, due to something that you need to go back and catch, undo, or fix. Sometimes I get this card and people are, they find out that maybe they submitted 3 out of 4 forms, but all forms were required, and they were waiting for, for something to turn about. I would really do some double checking this week, okay, to make sure that's not you. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the 4 of Pentacles reversed. And this could be really good news, especially if you've been feeling like a friend or a relative has been sort of hiding out from you, avoiding you, or maybe just, again, inaccessible for whatever reason. Sometimes they're not avoiding us personally. Sometimes they're recharging, they're avoiding interactions. We've all been in those situations where one more text is one text too many. If you've ever had that situation where you just feel like you're never alone, you're constantly crowded. And the 4 of Pentacles reversed is saying this person, is finally getting out of that phase. They're coming out of that mindset and that mentality. The 4 of Pentacles reversed can indicate as well somebody relinquishing something to you that you didn't expect them to give up. So I'm kind of wondering what that might be. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the 3 of Swords upright. And the 3 of Swords upright is kind of interesting here, because I'm seeing your challenge may be you will have to confront what you think might be a betrayal. Either it's a betrayal of another person's interest, or an action you take that could be seen as maybe treasonous to, a group that you're a part of, friends that you have. The 3 of Swords upright says that your challenge is basically understanding that there may be something going on where it's not actually wholly clear if you really are betraying anyone by doing what you're doing. This might feel like it. Maybe you feel like, some people feel like they have to maintain a really, really strong amount of fidelity to a mentor or a teacher or a brand or, or whatever. But is it loyalty? At the same time, we got to look at that. You can be loyal to somebody, but still mix and match. If somebody got upset at me because I have Auracacia essential oils and now essential oils, that person's got way too much time on their hands. And there may be something, though, that you got to think about. Where have we blown something up in, when it comes to the thought of betrayal, that it is that silly? And this week you got to pay attention to that, because that's going to be going on. That's going to be a theme this week. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Star card reversed. And, when I look at the Star card reversed, I do see good news coming around the romantic bend, but it may be something that, again, it's just out of reach for now. Okay, it's just out of reach for this week. We can see it, it's there, but we can't reach for it just yet. This could be a new love partner or a new potential love partner we have to come back and revisit, maybe next week or later on in the month, but we do get that good little tease, and there will be some kind of sign or synchronicity that confirms that yes, you will, don't worry. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Star card reverse can indicate a situation where, again, you and your partner are both going to sort of have a prayer or a wish answered, something that you've been asking for each other, for yourselves, for your family. It is just out of reach right now. That doesn't mean it's not necessarily coming your way. This could be, you know, it's almost like saying, hey, your package is shipped, and that's the news that's coming to you. It's shipped, so it's on the way. Good for you. Now we just gotta wait for it to get here, or wait for time to go and pick it up, whatever's going on here. That metaphor went on a bit. But that is your horoscope, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.